Hello and welcome. We have a great night ahead as we're looking to the 29th season of the Orlando Philharmonic Orchestra. I can hardly believe it, but we together have really built something fantastic. And just wait until you see what this schedule is for the upcoming season. To tell you more about that, I'd like to introduce our great executive director, Paul Helfrich, and our maestro, Eric Jacobson.
Thank you, Mary, and welcome everyone. On behalf of the Orlando Philharmonic Orchestra, I would like to welcome you to our season announcement event. Our staff, our board, our musicians, and our volunteers are so excited to announce what we know will be a really exciting 2021-2022 season. This evening, we're going to walk you through the highlights of the upcoming season and some other exciting developments that are on the horizon.
Thank you so much, Paul and Mary. I am thrilled to be in Orlando with all of you right now, and I am so excited to share the ideas about the 21-22 season. It's going to be an absolute amazing year. Soloists and performers and artistic partners and venues, the OPO has blown it out of the water. But before we do that, let's take a look at this season that we're in right now and all the beautiful concerts that are taking place. When I see those concerts, I get so thrilled. I'm filled with joy and pride over what the Orlando Philharmonic has been able to do this season. So incredible. And of course, thanks to the board and staff, volunteers, community partners, and most importantly, musicians of the Orlando Philharmonic that have made it possible, everyone that has made it possible during these times to put on these concerts. It took absolutely everyone saying we are going to have live music in Orlando. Opening night features Brahms' Violin Concerto with our very own Rima Bergeron-Langlois, paired with the Brahms Second Symphony. These are pieces that were written right next to each other, and I'm so happy that we're getting to also feature Gottschalk's Second Symphony. Gottschalk was an incredible composer from around the same time as Brahms, but an American, and we're so excited to offer this music. Classics too, the Dvorak New World Symphony. If you haven't heard this in concert yet, you have to. It's so powerful, and it's paired with a viola concerto written by Jessie Montgomery, a dear friend, a composer living today, and actually kind of an interesting connection is Dvorak and Jessie wrote their pieces about 10 blocks away from each other, but separated by a century in Lower Manhattan, and they are so special. Jessie talks a lot about being surrounded by artists. Dvorak talks a lot about being surrounded by American music at that time. This is absolutely going to be an incredible concert. Benjamin Hochman, the incredible pianist and communicator who maybe you've heard on the Focus series playing and conducting Mozart, returns for Brahms's first piano concerto, an epic piece. Second half, all Sibelius, the Fifth Symphony, and Finlandia, truly some of the most colorful music ever written. Our first concert of 2022 is an all-American program. We have Gershwin's Concerto in F, one of the most incredible piano concertos performed by Aaron Diehl. Then we have Wang Ji, a composer who wrote a piece called America the Beautiful. It's kind of a symphonic overture. We are also going to perform Gabriel Kahane's Emergency Shelter Intake Form, which is an incredibly timely and powerful piece that talks about and deals with the idea of homelessness in America. And in a very powerful way, Gabriel has taken a chorus to add to the orchestra, the full orchestra on stage. And that chorus that he asks for is people who have either experienced homelessness or people who work with people who have experienced homelessness. It is an incredibly powerful work. I look forward to this piece in particular with the Orlando Philharmonic. All right, here it is, Classics 5. Gil Shaham coming to Orlando to play the Beethoven Violin Concerto. What more can we all hope for? He is so incredible, one of the great communicators of our time. And Shostakovich's huge, triumphant 10th Symphony. Cannot wait for this concert. Closing the season, this is a big one. Carmina Burana and George Walker's Lilacs, as well as Mozart's Hofner Symphony. Carmina with singers and dancers and actors and musicians all on stage. It's going to be absolutely incredible. George Walker was the first black composer to receive a Pulitzer, and it was for this piece called Lilacs. It's really an incredible story sung by a female singer with the full orchestra on stage. I know you're going to love it, and this is an incredible way to end the season. In this season of having to run around to different venues, play indoors and outside, and change everything we do, I felt I've grown incredibly close with so many of the musicians in the orchestra. I feel like we've all been really saying, we're going to play music no matter what. And that goes so much for Rima. I know you all love her so much, I love her so much, and every time we get to make music together, I feel fulfilled. And to tell you about our incredible Focus series, Rima Bergeron-Langlois.
Thank you so much, Eric. I'm so excited to announce the intimate and beloved Focus series at the Plaza Live. This series has been tremendous growth over the past few seasons, and we're excited to present the new and exciting concerts here at the Plaza Live. We begin the Focus series on October 11th. Principal violist Mauricio Céspedes Rivera will be the conductor of the evening full of some of Mozart's greatest works. We'll also feature Colin Blagov on a concert for flute, harp, and orchestra, and I'm also very excited to join Mauricio in Mozart's Sinfonia Concertante. Lyman Brody has programmed an evening of all brass opera and symphonic excellence. He will conduct the Opio Brass in works by Strauss, Mussorgsky, and more. On December 13th, I'm delighted to host an evening with friends featuring some of the best in holiday Baroque music. On the program is the audience favorite Bernabé II, Vivaldi Flute Concerto, Bassoon Concerto, and Albinoni's Oboe Concerto, also Winter from Four Seasons, and more. I hope to see you there. January 24th, we welcome Principal Horn Vincent Carré to the stage as he performs the Mozart Horn Concerto No. 3. The evening concludes with Beethoven's Symphony No. 4, an evening you truly will not want to miss. Now, Eric, I believe you have something exciting to share with us.
Yes, I do. Thank you very much for asking, Rima. Focus 6 is going to be one of the most exciting times in Orlando for the Orlando Philharmonic. If you'll remember, last year, Jeremy Kittle, the incredible American fiddler, wrote a piece for us. We premiered it. It was songs and tunes from the American Revolutionary and Civil War time period. He wrote this piece, he premiered it with us. We loved it so much, and so many people said, we want to hear that again. And we thought we should record this piece and bring Orlando to a more national and international recognition by bringing our orchestra through this piece into a recording for everyone. We're going to pair it with a piece that he played with our very own Colleen Blagoff on flute. It was a double concerto for the two of them, and an incredible piece, a symphonic piece written about 150 years ago, an American piece by Louis Gottschalk, a New Orleans-based composer, born to Jewish and French Creole parents, someone whose voice is so brilliant, and we feel like these works go together so well. I know this is going to be a great concert, and I know that that album, that music that we will record, will go out and people will say, wow, the Orlando Philharmonic has an incredible thing to say. Can't wait for this concert. Building on an idea that we started back in 2020 in January, the Resonate Festival is back. And it's going to be one of the most memorable experiences with the orchestra. It's going to be kind of a different experience and a different way to listen to music. We're going to have 2 concerts every night. We're going to first be in the main room in the plaza and do an orchestral concert for about an hour. Then we're going to go to the bar, we're going to have a drink, and then we're going to go next door to the Palmer Room, and we're going to listen to the intimacy of chamber music in a beautiful setting. And this is going to happen a few times. It's going to happen 3 concerts during this entire festival. And I know every one of those concerts is going to be unique and a very special connection with the artists. For the first time ever, the Orlando is going to have an artist in residence. And I cannot tell you how thrilled I am that Stuart Goodyear is going to be that artist. He's been with us before, and this time he's coming to play all 5 Beethoven piano concertos. What? Who would do that? Stuart would, and he is so incredible. He plays everything like he's improvising it in the moment. And it also makes sense because he himself is an incredible composer and improviser, and we're going to get to see him. Our incredible students that we get to interact with as an orchestra will get to see him, and he will be in our community during the year. We are so lucky to have Stuart with us.
Thank you, Eric. Isn't this exciting? We are all thrilled to bring this new concert offering to Orlando right here at the Plaza Live. Okay, now let's take a look at the Pop Series for the 2021-2022 season. We will open the Pop Series on November 27th in beautiful Festival Park with Home for the Holidays, featuring some of Orlando's hometown favorites in a festive kickoff to the holiday season. Then on January 15th, it's Kings of Soul, some of the great soul and R&B music featuring music of Marvin Gaye, Otis Redding, Barry White, and more great American music, and it's going to be quite the celebration. On March 12th, the Celtic Tenors will be with us, another night to remember. Great Irish music and classical crossover favorites. Savor the sounds of Ireland through 3 unique solo voices, some of the best singers that I've ever worked with. On April 9th, Cirque returns with Cirque Goes Broadway, and this is one of the events we couldn't do in the spring of 2020. We're so excited to be bringing it back. Then, on May 14th, we're really glad to be getting back to 5 concerts in our Pop Series again, a really exciting development. And for the grand finale, we have a phenomenal musician in world-renowned guitarist and singer John Pizzarelli. Along with his band, he is going to reinvigorate the Great American Songbook. Eric will be on the podium for this Pops concert, and this series is going to be a hit. You don't want to miss any of these amazing guest artists and programs. Wow! And now I'd like to turn it back over to the president of our board of directors, Dr. Mary Palmer.
Thanks, Paul. One of the great shining lights of the Orlando Philharmonic Orchestra is the education programs that we provide for people of all ages. From school visits by Maestro Eric Jacobson, to our concerts in the beautiful parks of Central Florida, and to our Orlando Philharmonic Orchestra Virtual Music Academy. Education matters to our orchestra. Because I love little children, one of my favorite of our programs is our Symphony Storytime series. It's designed for children from ages 3 to 7, but our youngest patron was just 1 week old, and our oldest patron was probably 87. And so it's really for all people. And this season's program is going to be so exciting with Little Red Riding Hood and the story of Holly Jolly Sounds of the Season will return. Ferdinand and the Bull is coming up, and also Treeful of Monkeys. These are stories for children of all ages and stages, and they're told through music by our fabulous Orlando Philharmonic musicians, and there are resources around these stories that really help the children experience the music.
Now, we'd like to share a little music with you, and we're so delighted to have with us our distinguished concertmaster, the holder of the Lynn and Charles Steinmetz Concertmaster Chair, our own Rima Bergeron-Langlois. Thank you, Rima. And we are so thankful to all of you, our subscribers, our donors, and our community members who are here with us this evening. For our subscribers, you will be receiving a renewal packet in the mail in coming weeks. For those looking to become a new subscriber, you may sign up on our website homepage to be notified when subscriptions go on sale. Our patron services team is available to assist you Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. via phone or email. New subscriptions will be available in the coming months, and single tickets for all our concerts will go on sale in August. We look forward to seeing you next season and to sharing our music with you. Thank you, be safe, be healthy, and good night.